Why should we hire you? Because the position is open? I should be asking you why your last employee left. Is this a toxic workplace? Do you guys micromanage, or you just don't pay enough? Stop getting your interview advice from random influencers. Joke answers can get a lot of likes, but if you're serious about getting a job, you need the tips in this video. I'll explain how to really answer 7 of the most common interview questions in a way that'll impress employers, so you'll be prepared for your interview. Here's the first one. Tell me about yourself. This question will definitely come up in your interview. It seems super open-ended, but your answer should really just focus on your professional life and career progression. Don't tell your life story and spend too much time talking about your hobbies or interests. Instead, tell the interviewer more about your work. So tell me about yourself.
I started in the tech industry 7 years ago as a junior developer at a startup. I've taken on different roles, most recently as a project manager, where I led a team that significantly improved our software's efficiency, which was a great learning experience in both technical and leadership skills. Now I'm looking to bring my experience in software development and project management to a new team like yours, where I can continue to contribute to innovative projects and help solve complex challenges.
Talk about how you got started in your job or industry, what challenges you love tackling, and what your goals are for the future. And tie it all back into how you'd be a great fit for the role. What's your greatest strength? This is one of those classic interview questions that you'll definitely get asked at least once in your life. What makes it tough is talking about a strength without sounding arrogant. And what if you don't know what your greatest strength is? Try listing out your strengths and choose the ones that align with the needs of the company. Then, choose the one you think they'll value the most by looking for keywords in the job description. Here's how you might answer this question. What's your greatest strength?
I think my greatest strength is problem solving. At my last job, there was a crucial system failure right before our biggest product launch of the year. I quickly figured out that a recent software update had crashed our database. I led our team to implement a solution, and we managed to stay on schedule. It was a pretty high-pressure situation, but it taught me a lot about staying calm and efficient. I'm really looking forward to bringing my experience to my next position as a project manager.
In her response, Yolaine highlighted her strong problem-solving skills. Then, she explained how this strength has contributed to her success in a previous role and emphasized how it'll make her an excellent project manager in the future. So don't just state your strength, explain how it's relevant like she did. What are your weaknesses? This is like the evil stepsister of the last question. It's even harder to answer well, because how are you supposed to sit there and talk about your weaknesses when you're supposed to be convincing them that you're a strong candidate? Lots of people end up answering this question in a dishonest way, by wording something positive as a weakness. For example, if you say, "My greatest weakness is I'm a perfectionist, and I always have to give everything my all before I move on to the next task," it's more likely to make the interviewers roll their eyes than take you seriously. Don't bring up a weakness that could actually be a deal breaker for the company either. For example, saying something like, "I have a hard time working with others," will probably make most employers think you're a bad fit. Instead, be honest and focus on a weakness that doesn't directly impact your ability to do the job. Then, explain what you're doing to improve. What are your weaknesses?
One area I've been working on is my public speaking skills. I always found it a bit challenging to speak in front of a large group and express my ideas clearly. So a couple of months ago, I joined a local Toastmaster club to improve it. I practiced regularly and I received positive feedbacks from others. I started feeling more confident in presentations and meetings.
Yolaine did a great job here. She not only addressed her weakness, but also mentioned the steps she's taking to improve her public speaking skills. This shows the employer her proactiveness and dedication. What motivates you? This one's really intimidating because it's so deep. Have you ever sat down and really thought about what motivates you? It might be tempting to say something snarky or funny. Don't do that. Employers aren't really looking for a deep answer into what makes you tick as a person. They're mostly just interested in confirming that you're excited about the position and will be motivated to do a good job if hired. What motivates you?
As a process engineer, I love solving problems and making things work better. I love seeing the direct results of my efforts, like when everything runs more smoothly and our products and our team are succeeding because of changes we've made.
Yolaine answered this question by focusing on the nature of her work. She clearly described what drives her in this position and how it contributes to her own sense of accomplishment, as well as her team's success. Why do you want to work here? This question is so direct, it can catch you off guard. How do you explain why you want to work at a company you've never worked at before? Don't say you're only interested in the job for a paycheck, no matter how true that might be. It won't impress potential employers, and it'll probably make them think you'll leave for a higher paying job as soon as you get the chance. Instead, talk about the details of the job you're most excited about. You need to research the company well enough beforehand and figure out what it is you like about the position. So, why do you want to work here?
I want to work here because your company is known for bringing together the newest technology with user-focused solutions, especially in your mobile apps division. Recently, I followed the development of your new mobile app, and I love its intuitive design and functionality. Being part of a team that's devoted to such impactful work is exactly where I see myself thriving.
Yolaine explained why she wants to work at the company in a way that focuses on her knowledge of their goals and values. She aligned her own priorities with the company's and then showed her knowledge of their recent projects and why she's excited to be a part of their team. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself just means what do you plan to achieve? It's a question a lot of interviewers ask to see how long you plan to stick with the company. Don't just make up something about becoming the manager of their company unless that's what you really want to do. And avoid talking about your plans to move abroad or start your own business. They don't like that. Instead, show them how hardworking and ambitious you are. Talk about how you intend to use that passion to accomplish your goals and show how those goals align with potential growth opportunities at the company. Let's say Yolaine is applying to be a digital PR specialist. This is how she can answer. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I hope to be involved in creating social media campaigns that engage key audiences for this company. I see myself leading a team that innovates in the use of social media for PR and marketing, and constantly learning new skills. I aim to be in a role where I can make a real difference for our customers by growing our brand's presence and contributing to our company's larger goals.
In this answer, she showed that she plans to take on more responsibility in her future role. And by mentioning her goal to innovate and develop new skills, she showed that she's proactive about advancing on her career path. Finally, she made a connection between her aspirations and those of the company she's applying to, showing how she can contribute to their success if hired. Why should I hire you? It's the end of a long interview where you've already been selling yourself the whole time and you get hit with a question like this.
Why should I hire you?
It can feel like you're being attacked, but don't take it personally. They're not throwing shade at you. They really just want to know what makes you a better choice than other candidates. So take it as a chance to sum up what makes you uniquely qualified for the role. By the way, there's a lot of videos of funny joke answers to this question going around. Don't copy them. Instead, patiently highlight again why you'd be a good fit for the position, focusing on your skills, experience, and your passion for the job. Why should I hire you?
You should hire me because I bring a unique combination of skills and experience that aligns well with the needs of this role. I have a solid background in software engineering, and beyond that, I'm genuinely passionate about improving processes and looking for ways to making things more efficient. Not just to get the job done, but to make it better than it was before.
This answer expertly sums up how her skills and experience make her a good fit for the position, and how her passion for the job will make a positive contribution to the company. Another type of question you'll get asked in interviews has to do with how you handled different situations in the past. These are called behavioral questions, like, tell me about how you worked effectively under pressure, or tell me about a time you failed. When interviewers ask these questions, they want real examples of how you used specific skills in a real-life situation. One effective way to answer questions like this is by following the STAR format. STAR stands for situation, task, action, result. It's a helpful way to remember how to structure your answer. Think of each step like a signpost that helps you come up with an effective answer to any behavioral question in real time. What was the situation you faced? What task were you involved in? What actions did you take to complete that task? And what was the result of those actions? Here's an example of an answer that uses this STAR format. Tell me about a time when you worked effectively under pressure.
Once, I found myself in charge of a critical presentation to potential investors after the original lead got sick the day before. My task was not only to present, but also to quickly master the details of the proposal which I had not originally prepared. I spent the night studying the presentation, tweaking it to suit my speaking style, and rehearsing key points to ensure clarity and confidence. I also scheduled a brief call with the original lead to cover any potential questions and to get insights into the investors' interests. The presentation went smoothly, and the investors were engaged the whole time. We secured the funding, which was crucial for our project's continuation.
These are just a few of the most common interview questions. We have 20 more on our website, and you can find the link in the description below. Let us know if there's any questions you find tricky in the comments, and we can explore more in the future. If you found this video useful, please give us a like and subscribe for more career insights. Best of luck from the Resume Genius team.